Right, before you go anywhere, check this out. We've been so busy back in the woods. One huge tabletop and another tabletop with a slight twist. Oh, the triple! We've done the triple. We got another one put in over the backside as well. And a walkway as well with like a viewing gallery on the side. And a huge crater as well. And if you hang around to the end of it, I'll explain what that's all about as well. You see what I mean? Loads has been happening. We've got all the good stuff coming. Let's get it on. And a biscuit. I don't know what they're going about. We got little Jimbo in the house today and Ben. What we're doing today is, so you know, over there we've done this thing over there. I'll put a link in at the end and you can check that out. But what we're trying to do is make the peel off line from the pump track to go that way. And eventually what will happen, this one will join that one on the mini main and the mini main goes that way. But that's another day because Chris Knight's going to do all that with his little crew.
Yeah! Okay!
Right, what we're going to do, we've got this single roller here where it comes from the pump track, and then we've got the splitting line which goes that way, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to go straight on, put two huge tabletops in, but we're also trying to put a feature in here. It's a bit tight for a table because what we want to try and do, oh, what's going on? We're trying to put a path through here that runs down the front where Ben's standing. We're going to have a cabin in the back there. I don't know, just watch this space, check it out.
I say it again if you cross my mind. I don't understand why you're riding high. I don't wanna feel like a ghost inside. Just one more shot, hit me with a needle, baby, everything you got.
Right, we've got the A team in today, absolutely smashing it as always. We've excavated this. It's always interrupting. We've taken this bank back. It looks like it's slightly destructive, but it is. But we're gonna name and shame riders in the bike park. Naughty, naughty. So we've cut all this bank away just to get some free dirt, as it were, so we can start building this up. Table's coming along lovely. Then we've got the second one to go, and I don't know where we're going to get the dirt from that. We've got a rough shape in this one here, so it looks like we've kind of got 3 tables in a row. We'll see how much more dirt we can get out of this, but this is now kind of set up for where the cabin's going to go. We're going to have some sort of like dry shelter here, which is perfect because winter is ending. And then we're going to have like a storage over there to put all the little bits and stuff that we've got kind of stored under here, like the plastic and the drainage and the fittings. Oh, it's good. Right, James himself, so that's why I had to go home.
I poked your finger through your last slice.
Exactly. I won't put that in. I know it's recording, it will go in. Thank you. Right, so what we're doing now, we're just building this side up here with Jimbo in the house.
Okay.
We've got Ben over there as well, just trimming up the old holly bushes in the background. Obviously that's an electric one we're using. But what we're doing here, we're just building this side up because it was actually a bit too narrow. We can get more width on the top, so it will give us a bigger tabletop, so you know it's not so skinny on the top, because what we don't want is that bit sort of being that thin there and have it more like that. So that's what we're trying to do. So I think we're going to have 3 tables. Oh, I'm going to have to get back to you, it's too much noise. Right, so we're having a slight change of plan. We're not even a slight change of plan. We need some dirt for this next table over there, and obviously we've dug all of that out ready for the cabin. But if you come up here with me, we've got a sort of an idea where Jimbo is, and we've got Brill Cream back in the house. He's never going to live that down, I don't think.
In the rain.
What we're going to do is build like a footpath through here and have like a standing kind of grandstand sort of area up there where you can heckle people, which is going to look so sick. So what's going to happen, we're going to dig this down here, so we're going to have like a sort of a path coming to here, and we're going to drop this down, and the dirt that we take from this will build the table down there. But look at it, what a view. I think when all the trees start blooming and stuff, it's going to look super sick up from up here and getting some good epic photos and stuff. So all that good stuff. Anyway, we'll check back in soon.
5 in the morning, can't get no sleep. My thoughts keep spinning, can't push the lead. Morning at work, my head's a mess. I'm keeping the smile, but I'm in distress. So what's the needed? Just give me something.
Right, as you see, we're making some good progress yet again. We've got Brill Cream slipping up the bank. Jim right there, we've put a post in at the top because what we're trying to do is actually build like a bit of a retaining wall. Yeah, and then we've got Ben just down here, just sweetening that up so we can make a nice sort of transition. So where the cabin is on the side, there'll be like a walkway up to like a balustrade kind of viewing gallery, so to speak. But if I come over here, you can start to see, obviously we've got the well there, which is looking good. And look, as you can see, it gradually going up. So where Jimbo is at the top there, Little Wayne. Is it Little Wayne or Little Jimbo?
Yeah. Little Jimbo.
Little Jimbo. So we're going to put like a sort of a handrails type sort of viewing gallery sort of set up, because we kind of need some dirt. That's the reason why we're kind of going down that route. So we've got this last table here that we just want to fill in. So we're going to nick some free dirt up there. So in the meantime, we thought, well, we might as well make a walkway. But anyway, I'm talking too much. Look.
Oh yeah! Through my head like a jet plane, going with the lights on. Turns out it started with a fight tonight. See me in the car going right to your door. 5 minutes later, I'm down on the floor.
Right, so we've got a rough shape on this. I find the best thing to use, or we'd use down here, is a rake, because you can actually get a rough sort of shape with it, and then once you've done that, but just tread it in all over, like you can see all my footprints there. Don't know what the technical term is for that. Pity patter from Chris Knight there. What we're not going to do is just completely finish it, because what we want to do is get the rough shapes of them in the right places, and if we need to tweak any, we don't want to undo all that work we've done. So once we've done all like the bulking of it, compressed it all and got it all good, then we can start roughly working out, yeah, that's going to be good there and that over there. So with that being said, I'm going to get over there with Benny Boy, and we're going to make a base, like a foundation, so we can start actually building this this tabletop up here. So then we've got the trio in a row, which is going to be good. Yeah, it could have been. Sam has actually just put his whole foot in there and fell down. There's no particular reason as to why he didn't see that hole either, is there, Sam? Also, I just whacked you on the head with the phone. Right, let's turn that radio down. Hold on a second. We're getting some good progress again. It's looking good. We got Chris Knight down here. He collapsed and stuff. This side's just completely fell down. So him and Peter just... What are you doing there, Chris? Building a bit of a shelf up?
Yeah, I'm compacting what you didn't do earlier.
It's always fingers pointing. So I reckon we've got enough dirt here, so that's looking real smart for this table. And we're currently now... Hold on, I can't even get out of that bank anymore. Anyway, we're going to put posts all the way along here. See, we've done this hole here, this one here, and this one, and a couple more behind us as Jamie's carved this out beautifully. We're going to put posts here, so as you see now, we're getting these supports all the way through, so you can actually stand here. So that's looking good. I think what we're going to do now is get some shape into those and this one, so we can actually start making them look like tables. But it's looking good. We're making progress. Yeah, crack on. Right, so we've been talking about putting fence posts in. Normally we go about sort of 3 foot deep to have like an 8 foot post, sort of 4 or 5 foot out. Sam goes and digs a 6 foot hole, and we have about a foot sticking out the top of it. So yeah, we might have to fill that one in a little bit, otherwise we're gonna have a little picket fence. Right, so we've got this table done now, it's roughly shaped up. We've also done this one where it's kind of turned into a bit of a table slash rollable sort of mini double sort of thing. I don't really know, but after that we've got the other table as well, which is a good size too. I think what I'm going to do now is get all this far side patted up for where it sits on the pond, so we can have a nice run off for that. The path's all done, the posts are all in, which are looking super good. We've got Ben and his little girl Amelia in the woods today, which is cool. We've also got Chris Knight, which is good. So what they're doing there is just kind of making that transition from the mini main and the pump track for the mini main to keep going that way, which is super exciting. Okay.
You said it's gonna be a time for you and me, and didn't I know it? Everything is gone, we're children of the war. Where do we go now? We're going nowhere, we're gonna miss the sky, we're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. We're going nowhere, we're gonna miss the sky, we're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. I know you wanna go.
Right, so I've managed to get all this side padded in now, which looks so much better. We've actually got it all squared up, which is looking really cool. As you can see, look, you've got the whole side now, which is all padded in nice and straight, which looks just so much better, a lot more appealing anyway, so that's going to be good. So I think what I'm going to do now, this table here is a bit tight to this roller, so I'm going to take a foot off the front of that and put it on the front of that just to tighten that up, so these bomb holes, these transitions are equal through both. I think what we're going to try and do as well is make them kind of bowl shaped, so there'll be no sort of flat spot in them, but there'll be no kind of lips on them. They'll be kind of just kind of rolled into, they are rollable but also jumpable, if that makes sense. If not, check out, this is what we're going to do.
Let's run away now. When the night comes, I'll find my way back home. Where do we go now?
Yeah, right, so little quick update. What we try to do, if we are moving something because it's slightly in the wrong position, what we try to do is actually cut the shape in that we want for the next bit, because you know, then you don't have to do so much work on this side, because now I'm getting that rough sort of shape in. All I've got to do is tamp it up and then pat it in, and then that will be good to go. So try and be as efficient as you can.
We're going nowhere, we're gonna miss the sky, we're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. We're going nowhere, we're gonna miss the sky, we're gonna find ourselves in the afterlife. There ain't no life nowhere.
Right, so, whoa, jeez. So right, we've got the side cleared up a little bit, so now we can actually see what we're working. We weren't gonna, but then there's a stump in there, it looks quite nice. But anyway, from this table to this roller here, the ground's actually cambering because it's a right hand or a left hand corner. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the ground's falling that way. So for drainage purposes, it's a bit of a nightmare, because what will happen, loads of water's going to gather in that inside corner. So what me and Ben are going to do, after Amelia cleared all the rubble out for us, which is most helpful, we're going to dig a pipe all the way across. So it's going to camber that way, and then what will happen, the pipe will be at the open end that side, which would drain this way. It sounds confusing, but I'll drop back in and I'll show you what you mean. Right, so we've got the pipe in the ground with Amelia's help and her dad Ben, so which is good. So what we've done is put the pipe underground and cambered the ground that way. So if you were a bit unsure of what I was saying, Amelia, our glamorous assistant here, is going to show an example. The water over, that would be wonderful, please. Perfect, good. Look at that, it's a perfect job in the town. So as you can see the water, so if it was ever to rain, it would land on there, and because of the camber, pushes it that way, because ultimately we don't want to have the camber going this way because the corner's going that way. It's all a little bit complicated, but the drainage works, so it's looking good. Thank you yet again, Amelia. Any words? No? All right, let's wrap it, let's go.
For 7 years I waited, you buried me alive. The crying of the angels got my soul running dry. Can somebody tell me why? A desperate change of mind. Waiting at the stop sign by the never-ending road. Been hanging around for ages. Now I've come to take you home. No one's gonna see you. No one's gonna know. I'll meet you at the stop sign by the never-ending road. Somebody tell him why. A desperate change of mind. I waited at the stop sign. Somebody tell me why.
Right, so there you have it. We finished the final straight. Oh, and it's turned out so good. We've got like this racer sort of setup table here, and we've got like a table slash sort of double roller sort of thing, so you can kind of clear more of a gap, but also it's rollable as well. And then we've got the big table at the end, but also you can switch it around and go the other way, which is cool. So we've got these roughly all shaped up, and they look sick. Like, they're so good. They're going to be so much fun. And obviously you can go both ways on them as well. So as soon as it dries out a little bit more, we'll probably just run a whacker plate through it and get these hardened up even more. But they've come out so good, so really chuffed. So you've got like a box sort of set up one there, more of a double one there, and then the longer one up there. And obviously we've done all the drainage as well for here and here with all the cambering going that way. Oh. Right, so like I was saying at the start of the video, if you hang around to the end, we'll let you know what's going on here. So what the plan is here, we're going to build some like cabin thing, at me, Greggy? Yeah, mate. Massive cabin thing with like a storage on the side there, and oh, it's going to be... We can't even put that in the video. You can put that in the video, I don't know. Right, if you hung around till the end of the video, I did say at the start, I'll let you know what's going on. Everyone just keeps butting in. Right, so what we're going to do here is build like a big cabin sort of setup here with a roof. We started putting some of the pillars in for this big old girl here. So we've got the supports going in and stuff, so that's going to be super cool. And then we're going to put a storage or something at the end. I don't know, check it out next week. It's going to be such a good one. If there's any suggestions you guys want to make, whack them in the comments below. And what else do we normally say? Oh yeah, my face is coming up. That sounds weird. Right, my face is coming up on the next page. That sounds so weird. But anyway, we'll crack on. You'll feel free to touch it if you want to, and we'll see you next week. All right, ta-da, bye.